Opinions are in Mamdanis' political rise and his socialist pipe dreams are in Kwame Mamdanis' improbable ascent to the Democratic nomination for New York City mayor at age 33 has stunned the political world, thrusting a radical democratic socialist of Indian origin into the spotlight of America's largest city. Born in Kampala, Uganda, to Indian-American filmmaker Myra Nair, renowned for films like Salam Bombay and Monsoon Wedding, and Indian-Ugandan scholar Mahmood Mamdani, a Columbia University professor of post-colonial studies, Mamdani was steeped in a privileged, intellectually elite environment saturated with leftist ideology. His father, of Gujarati Muslim descent, named him Kwame after Ghana's revolutionary leader Kwame Nkrumah, signaling the family's radical political bent. Nair's films, often critiquing social inequalities, and Mamdani's academic work on colonialism shaped Zohran's worldview, evident in his early activism, including co-founding a Students for Justice in Palestine chapter at Bowdoin College. His platform rent freezes, free transit, sit-around grocery stores, and wealth taxes reflects this socialist upbringing but ignores the harsh realities of governing New York's complex bureaucracy. As the United States deepens its involvement in Middle East conflicts under President Donald Trump's second term, Mamdani's win prompts a critical question: can an inexperienced ideologue, molded by a radical family legacy and leftist echo chambers, dent Trump's mega campaign? The answer, grounded in the left's dismal governing record and Mamdani's untested radicalism, is emphatically no. His victory, fueled by his parents' cultural cachet and a 46,000 strong volunteer army, is less a breakthrough than a warning. Mamdani's divisive anti-Israel rhetoric and economically ruinous proposals, rooted in his elite, socialist upbringing, threatened to plunge New York into chaos while serving as a perfect foil for MAGA's narrative of progressive incompetence. Zohran Mamdani's platform is a laundry list of socialist fantasies that crumble under scrutiny. His calls for tripling the housing budget to $100 billion, implementing universal rent freezes, and creating city-owned grocery stores are not just impractical, they're reckless. Historical precedents of leftist governance, from Bernie Sanders' tenure in Burlington to Chicago's Brandon Johnson, reveal a pattern of fiscal irresponsibility and administrative chaos. Sanders' early mayoral years were plagued by budget disputes and resistance from entrenched interests, while Johnson's Chicago has teetered on financial collapse, with property tax hikes alienating residents. Mamdani, with zero executive experience, seems poised to repeat these mistakes on a grander scale. His proposal to tax the wealthy ignores New York's dependence on mobile capital billionaires can and do flee punitive regimes, as seen in the 1970s when high taxes drove businesses out of the city. Governor Kathy Hochul's swift rejection of his tax plans underscores their infeasibility. Mamdani's refusal to engage with fiscal realities, coupled with his dogmatic adherence to socialist principles, risks plunging New York into a financial abyss, proving once again that leftists prioritize ideology over competence. Mamdani's radicalism, particularly his strident anti-Israel stance, threatens to fracture the Democratic coalition at a time when unity is critical to counter Trump's mega machine. His refusal to support resolutions celebrating Israel's founding and his vocal criticism of U.S. support for Israel in its conflict with Iran play well to his progressive base but alienate Jewish voters and moderates, key demographics in New York and beyond. This echoes the missteps of past leftists like Seattle's Kshama Savant, whose divisive rhetoric on class warfare and international issues sidelined potential allies. Mamdani's focus on ideological purity evident in his embrace of the Democratic Socialists of America's radical agenda mirrors the 2016 Sanders campaign, which galvanized the left but failed to build a broad coalition. As Trump capitalizes on Democratic disarray, Mamdani's polarizing positions hand MAGA a narrative gift: a radical socialist mayor whose politics alienate swing voters. His inability to bridge divides within his own party, let alone challenge Trump's national dominance, exposes the fragility of his movement and its disconnect from pragmatic governance. As Trump navigates a volatile Middle East, with U.S. strikes on Iran fueling debates between MAGA hawks and isolationists, Mamdani's role as mayor renders him impotent. His anti-war posturing, including calls to end U.S. military involvement, is little more than symbolic noise from a local official with no foreign policy clout. Historical examples of social democrats in municipal roles such as Bill de Blasio's tenure during global crises show a consistent inability to influence national security debates. Mamdanis' inexperience exacerbates this irrelevance. His focus on local issues like free childcare and bus fares, while appealing to his base, offers no framework for engaging with the complexities of international conflict. His strident rhetoric, including accusing Israel of genocide, risks inflaming tensions without offering solutions, a hallmark of leftist leaders who prioritize moral grandstanding over practical outcomes. As Trump's foreign policy dominates headlines, Mamdanis' voice will be drowned out, exposing the limits of his parochial radicalism. Trump's political strategy thrives on demonizing progressive figures, and Mamdani is a tailor-made target. His socialist label, youth, and radical proposals make him an easy caricature for MAGA's narrative of democratic extremism. Past leftist figures, from Ocasio-Cortez to Ilhan Omar, have been weaponized similarly, with their policies distorted to scare moderates. Mamdani's plans free transit, sit-run groceries, and wealth taxes are already being lambasted as fiscally insane, with critics noting that New York's $100 billion budget cannot sustain his $100 billion housing plan alone. Swipe left for next video. His lack of governing experience, coupled with his reliance on viral social media and a 46,000 strong volunteer army, paints him as a performative activist rather than a serious leader. As Trump pushes polarizing policies like mass deportations and tariffs, Mamdani's radical image will fuel MAGA's attacks, portraying Democrats as out-of-touch elitists. His failure to anticipate this backlash, a recurring blind spot among social democrats, underscores his political naivete and the broader left's inability to counter Trump's populist surge. The author teaches journalism at St. Xavier's College Autonomous, Kolkata. His handle on X is Sayantan_GH. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs.